Hi, my name is James Clark. I'm one of the co-owners of Outpatient Mobile Solutions. Today I want to talk really briefly about people going out in public and using face masks and gloves. A few things I've noticed when I'm out driving around, going to work. I see people wearing face masks in their vehicles while they're driving, and they have gloves on while they're driving as well. And I'm going to give a quick example of some of the things I've witnessed. But quick background, I work in a hospital as well as owning this company. I've been working in the hospital for about 12 years now, and every day I am using personal protective equipment on a regular basis. So, real quick, I would say earlier in the week today, I was on my way to work. I stopped to get gas, and as I was pumping gas, I noticed someone driving up to pump gas as well. They stepped out of their vehicle with gloves on and they started pumping their gas. They finished pumping the gas and they jumped right back into the vehicle and drove off. And the gloves were still on the hands of the driver. So real quick with the gloves. So I have a pair of gloves. I also wore gloves pumping gas, but here's the difference. I put the gloves on before I step out of the vehicle. I start pumping the gas. Once I'm finished pumping the gas and I still have my gloves on, I finish and then I remove the gloves. And that's another thing I also want to talk about real quick. I see people when they take off their gloves, sometimes out in public, they'll do one of these things. Well, they'll try to take the glove off like this. Okay? No need to do that. Just grab the bottom part of the glove, flip it over your hand, hold the glove that you just took off, and take off the other glove so that the gloves are folded within each other. And then you can throw the gloves out. So, that's the thing. If you're using gloves to pump gas, please, once you're done pumping the gas, take the gloves off and then discard of them before you jump in your vehicle. Because if you're touching the gas pump handle and you're wearing gloves and then you jump in your vehicle after you're done and you're touching your steering wheel and you're touching the shifter or anything else in the vehicle, whatever was on that pump handle is now inside your car or your vehicle. So just take your gloves off before you get back in your vehicle if you're pumping gas with gloves. Another thing that I'm seeing in public are people wearing masks, and sometimes I get a laugh because if I go grocery shopping and I see people wearing masks, or if I go to Walmart, for example, they're wearing masks not the proper way. This is an N95 mask, and this is used to filter very fine particles. This is considered a respirator, and this is supposed to be fitting to the individual's face. So if people are wearing a respirator, the idea is it's supposed to be fitting to the contours of your face. However, when I'm out in public, I have been seeing people wearing the masks, such as this, an N95, where their nose is not even covered. I don't know if you can hear me, but your nose isn't covered, and it's over the face only. So the idea is you want this to cover both the nose and face, and you want it to be form-fitting to your face. And another thing that I've also noticed are people out in public are wearing maybe one strap, just like that. That defeats the purpose. You need both straps on so that you have the bottom part of the mask and the top part of the mask to have equal pressure to form a seal around your face, providing that you are fitted for this mask. In the healthcare, most people have to be fitted for a mask such as this. It requires testing, and there's a process to do it. So people who don't work in the healthcare setting and are buying these masks, they're most of the time it may not even fit their face appropriately, but some that do, it very well could. They're just not wearing it appropriately or properly, because the nose will be exposed. So with that being said, this is one type of mask that is used that I've seen people out in public. and they're not wearing it appropriately. Another thing would be your basic surgical mask, which people as well are wearing out in public. And the same thing, people are not wearing it appropriately, such as this, where you have both the nose and the mouth covered. I'm seeing people out in public, in the stores, wearing their masks like that. I've also heard people say, while they're wearing these masks, well, I need a break, I have to take it off, or I have to, it's too much, so I'm just going to take it off now. Or they'll wear it like this so their nose is exposed so they can breathe through their nose. Healthcare workers wear this in the healthcare setting because they have to. It's very difficult to breathe with these things when you have it on your face for an extended period of time. But that comes with the job. You have to do it, unfortunately. People who don't work in the healthcare setting don't realize that these are made to be difficult to breathe with because you're trying to filter the air that you're breathing in through the mask. So there's resistance of airflow. So I guess people don't know that, or some do, some don't, if they don't work in the healthcare field. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. So if you're going out wearing these masks out in public, you want to wear them appropriately, because if you are sick, for example, and you're wearing the mask, and you are sick, or you do have some sort of symptoms, and you do want to cover up your mouth and your nose, if you cover your mouth up only, just like this, and you go out in public shopping, and you start coughing, you're not just coughing out through the mouth, you're also, some of the air, when you're exhaling, is coming out through the nose. And this mask isn't catching it. By doing so like this, basically you've covered both your nose and your mouth. Same thing if you sneezed. When you sneeze, you could sneeze and it's not just going to come out through your mouth. You're going to be exhaling through your nose as well. So you want to cover up just like this out in public. That's all. So once again, those are my 2 things I've noticed out in public. Just wanted to share it. And that's it. I hope everybody stays healthy and safe during this time. And that's it. Thank you.